Good morning, gamers, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. In the last episode, we started the game, we introduced the Orden Village and the kids and whatnot. So now they're chasing after monkeys that apparently have been ransacking the village lately. So we gotta go find those kids because apparently the woods have been getting pretty dodgy lately. So we got a sword, we got a slingshot. Let's go do this thing. And I mean, if we don't want to, Colin will stop us. So, let's take Epona. Let's go be a hero real quick. If we can control this horse. They did mention that, I think, like in the... Alnuma, I think, said, while they were making Twilight Princess, they had the crew that was making it ride horses like in real life, so that they kind of understand, like, you know, how does it feel to ride a horse, and you know, a horse won't do exactly what you tell it to do, and it will kind of like fight back, I guess. Like, it won't be like, you know, a super obedient animal to ride. Not to say that Epona in Ocarina of Time was super obedient, but whatever. Oh yeah, so this part you would have had to use the horseshoe leaves down there to get Epona, but we were smart. Not smart enough, apparently. No! And... Are you kidding me? Like, why? Now. And he sticks the landing. Good lord. How did... What's the kid's name? Tallow? How did he get off? How did he manage to jump the gate? First real enemy of the game. Deku Baba. Chuck. Yeah, we got seeds. How wonderful. This Talos, like he died. Good lord, game. Have some optimistic, you know, optimism. We don't have a lantern yet. We don't need one yet. We do need one. We do need one. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is taking me way back. Because this is actually the part of the game that I got stuck on the very first time I played it. Okay, let's try not to get hurt because I'm never in on Heroes mode. Yeah, so in the original, when I first played this game, way back when on the GameCube, first off, I got super scared because, you know, I was 8. I have arachnophobia, and I see this giant web, and I'm thinking there's a giant spider coming up, and I also just could not get past this bloody web. Now I know to go back, go to the guy that's sitting over there, and he gives you the lantern, I think, for like free or something like that. I hope it's for free. I only got 7 rupees on me. Kids are dumb. I was a dumb 8-year-old. Didn't I not just say to not take damage? This is gonna be a long Let's Play. Alright. So we got a lantern. I'm pretty sure... Cool. I don't have any money. Basically, he can sell you a lantern. I think he can also even sell you a bottle. I think it's... The lantern's full. Yeah. There we go. Okay, oh, I'm so sorry. So, later on... I'm coming to Epona. Later on, he will sell you a bottle of oil for like 100 rupees. and you want it because it's a bottle. It's not like he refills your bottle, like he actually gives you a bottle. And I mean, 100 rupees is kind of steep, especially at the beginning of the game, but it's worth it. So, you know, you could say we're technically still in the opening intro of the game. I would say the intro kind of really keeps on going until turn into a wolf, basically. Personally, I don't mind, actually, the intro sequence of this game. Yeah, it's slow, but you gotta do it to set up the characters, and I'm about to die, because, you know, I'm good at this game. Let's go ahead and have that milk. Cool. That's gonna help later, you know, when I need that 100 rupees. So, kind of like one of the main reasons I'm doing this Let's Play, I talked about it in the last part, but it's mainly just due to the fact that in Tears of the Kingdom, there have been a lot of theories going around that Twilight Princess is going to be like heavily involved with the story, and yeah, I can kind of see that in some areas. Like, people are saying, like, oh, the Zonai, and then, like, the green energy, I guess you could say, looks a lot like Twilight energy. Like, if you look at, like, Midna's arms and whatnot, and even the character that's on the hieroglyphics, you know, at the beginning of that trailer. Some people have said that looks like Midna. Now, I think that's a bit of a stretch, because that's not what Midna... Well, okay, Imp Midna. It looks more like Imp Midna than True Form Midna, and I would accept that, except for the fact that this character looks like they're slightly bigger, or slightly taller, I should say, than whoever the hell the maiden is, whether it's Zelda or Hylia. And also the fact that, like, if you're saying that, oh, that looks like Midna, in terms of, like, Imp form Midna, that's not what Imp Midna is supposed to look like. You know, if you want to look at True Form Midna, she doesn't look like that character. But there are a lot of there are a lot of, like, similarities between the Zonai and the Twilight, you can say. There's been millions of videos talking about that. So, when Tears of the Kingdom does come out next year, you know, I'll have kind of a more fresh idea of Twilight Princess in my... I got the key, right? Yeah. In my mind. So, hopefully I'll be able to catch, like, any references or anything. Now, my wife is actually thinking about this, that they're going to bring Midna back in Tears of the Kingdom. My thing is this. As much as I absolutely love Midna, favorite character ever, like, I think she's very, very well written. She has a fantastic character arc and character progression in this game. I don't want them to bring her back, because the thing is that I'm gonna need some red potion. The thing is, like, it wouldn't make any sense to bring her back, you know? How much is that? I don't know how much that was. 30, okay. Yeah, I could steal it, by the way. I'll steal it. Okay, so I think the next... Oh, he doesn't do anything, but like, I think if I go back and like try to get, like, he'll start like pecking my head. Yeah. Oh, does it actually hurt? Does it actually hurt? Oh my god, it actually hurts. Okay. I thought it was just a funny thing. That's the second time. That's the second time that Link has been called a thief. You know, look back at Link's Awakening. Anyway. Yeah, I don't want them to bring Midna back in Tears of the Kingdom, just because, like, this is a completely different generation of Link and Zelda, and this, you know, Breath of the Wild does take place years, hundreds of years after Twilight Princess. So how would Midna still be alive? You know, and he's like, oh, the Twilight Realm, like, you know, space and time don't really apply, and it could be the same Midna, but it's like at that point, it's like I'd want her to be reunited with this Link. You know what I mean? Like, not a new Link, not a new Zelda, because she got pretty close to Link and Zelda in this game, and it's like, oh, now all of a sudden there's a new Link and Zelda. It's like, oh, okay. Now, if there's a new Twilight character, that would be... Now I'm starting to think about it. I mean, that would be cool, but... you'd be, like, comparing it to Midna the whole time. We'll see. It'd be cool if there was, like, some kind of, like, Twilight, references. Not references, but, like, you know, yeah. Like, areas maybe in the game, and it is connected, and they, you know, bring up, like, Twilight Princess kind of stuff. That'd be cool. And, like, talk about, it's like, oh, how the ancient princess of the Twilight helped the hero, your ancestor, way back when. Like, that would be really, really cool. I'm trying to think, would a flashback work? No, I don't think so. It would be, I mean, I wouldn't be against it. But Zelda games aren't known to do flashbacks to older titles. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go ahead and herd these goats. This is the second time around, I was saying. This is more of I forgot if this... Oh, here, I probably just said it, but... I forgot if this part's optional or not. But... he does time you, I think, in this time around. Yeah, okay, so you get time. I usually, you can tell there's a lot more goats. I usually just kind of like take my time with this one, because later on, he does, like, if you beat this time, he'll give you a heart piece. I think that's how that works. Hopefully this time around I can show you guys what happens if you whoop a goat too much. You always try to get as many goats like in a herd as possible, and like just like seeing all of them, like 5 or 7 of them like going at once. It's like, oh, that's great. There we go. No, turn around. Go. Come on. Let me show you what happens if you whoop them too much. Like, they'll turn around. There you go, look at that. Boom. And the little thing I didn't know is that later in the game, I did this when I was bored. Later in the game, after you get the power of the... I forgot what it's called, but it's like that dark little magic that Zant embeds into the Wolfling's head. And after you get the Master Sword, Midna manages to take it out. After you get that, you have the power to interchange between regular Link and Wolf Link. And you can change it to Wolf Link at any point in the game you want. So I was kind of like bored, and I was testing it out here. And goats don't like Wolf Link. They'll immediately like turn red and try to ram you if you're Wolf Link. So that was 1 minute and 4 seconds faster than usual. So I think if we beat that time, I forgot what it was, like 1 minute 41 or 42, something like that. If we beat that time the next time we play this, he'll give us a heart piece. I'm pretty sure about that. So, alright, we're almost done with the intro sequence to this game. I can't wait till we do Skyward Sword. It has an even longer one. I love how there's like no dialogue. Link's moving his lips. I never noticed that. Link moves his lips during that. I thought he just smiles at her. Oh shit. Link talks. He's talking. Link's actually talking. Look, he's moving his lips. Look, I love this part, right? She said, oh, she sees like an injury or something. I don't see nothing. She's injured. Where? I don't see anything. Oh my gosh. You know what that kind of reminds me of? It kind of like, it's kind of like in Ocarina of Time when you go into the water temple and you see Ruto in there, and like she like declares you her like fiance or whatever, and like Link has like this super like surprised look on his face. Kind of reminds me of that. It's like yo, dude, she's your daughter. Like, pretty sure you can like tell her's like, tell her off and like, no, you're my daughter. Listen to me. Whatever. Anyway, little thing that actually it took me a long time to figure out. If you talk to the mayor here, this happens. I guess it's a little practice round for later. Okay, never mind. I thought I had it. So this is more or less, I guess, kind of a practice round. Let's try that again. For later in the game when you have to stop the Gorons from rolling. I remember, like, back in Ocarina of Time, how many times am I going to say that during this Let's Play? Back in Ocarina of Time, you would get, like, run over by Gorons that are constantly rolling. But I guess now, like, they figure it's like, Link should be able to, like, grab them and, like, chuck them to the side. But then give them a nice little pet afterwards. The goats. I mean, you could pet a Goron. Why wouldn't you pet a Goron? I'd pet a Goron. Okay, that beeping is starting to get on my nerves. I'll just go ahead and drink it. And then I'll buy some milk. And that'll give me 2 helpings. At the beginning of the game, you don't really need Red Potion because you only got 3 hearts, and Red Potion can, 8 hearts. Hi. But the milk, like, gives you, like, 2 helpings of, 3 hearts, so. There's only 10 rupees, too. Perfect for the beginning of the game. Alright. Oh, thank God, we're almost done with the beginning sequence. This is actually longer than I thought. Actually, before we do that, I did remember that there are... Still up there? Oh, God. There are, 15 rupees up there, I think, so I'm just gonna quickly grab that real quick. First, I'm gonna jump into the water, because I don't want these guys to freaking sting me. Now, I think something that they did change again for the HD version is that climbing on vines is a lot faster. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's like 2 times speed or something like that. I'm just doing this to get like extra money for like when we need to get that bottle with the oil in it, because like I said, it's like 100 rupees. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and get the rupees on top of that house real quick, and then we could be on our way. Oh yeah, climbing ladders is also a lot faster. Bruh. There we go. We got 10 rupees right here, and I did not mean to grab that. I meant to roll off. Alright. So now, apparently we injured Epona while jumping the fences, and Ilia's mad at us for that, and it's like, it's our horse. And I didn't see any injuries, but whatever. But Colin's kind of like the wimp when it comes to the kids, and like, they don't like him or something like that, I don't know. This is the part that, like, I remember, like, at the beginning, when I first played this, it's like, oh, I gotta give up the sword. Obviously, later on, that's not gonna freaking matter, but... I don't want to give you the sword. You got into trouble yesterday. But whatever. Pretty sure that sword was a gift from me, by the way. A lot of people speculated, I remember, after this game came out, that Colin was going to be the new protagonist of a sequel to this game. Like, we were gonna get, like, Twilight Princess 2, I forget what was... May have been a fan title that I'm trying to remember, but it was theorized that it was a sequel where Link is like an old man and you're playing as Colin or something like that. I'm not against that idea. Obviously, it's probably never gonna happen, but maybe as a fan fiction one day, you never know. Okay, so I know we're gonna have to do that, but let's go ahead and just talk through the gate real quick. What's her problem? Oh, so apparently it's not due to jumping on the gates, because you could say that I think, like, what Colin, like, explains that Epona got injured yesterday when we were trying to save Tallow from the Bokoblins, but can I not crawl in first person? I can only look? Anyway. There was no part where Epona would have gotten injured. Actually, we had to get off Epona before the first enemy, which was that Deku Baba. I don't know, man. That has nothing to do with Epona. Whatever. Yo. How'd I get in here, guys? I have my ways. She doesn't even question, like, how I got in here. it's kind of due to this sequence that I don't really care for Ilia like in the beginning. Because, like, she acts like, oh, I'm so irresponsible, and I was literally just trying to help out some kids from, like, being eaten by monsters and stuff. And it's like, I guess, you know, you could take Epona with you. It's like... Alright. Finally, some action. Where did that arrow hit her? You know? Did it hit her, like, in the head? No. There's no arrows on her, but she was struck by an arrow. I think in the manga, that hoof got so close to Link's hand. That's scary. I love how in the HD version, King Bulma's wrinkles are a lot more defined. Anyway. In the manga, Ilia gets shot with the arrow, but it's like in the leg or something like that. But that's not what causes the amnesia. It's more just like, you know, PTSD that kind of causes that. I always thought it's like, oh, she got shot with an arrow in the head. But if you get shot with an arrow in the head, then you're basically dead. Now, one thing about the HD version, the music's not entirely synced up correctly, I think, for this part. You can tell the music's like slightly early. You see that? Like in the original version, it's synced up to where, like that part where it reveals the gate, it's like synced up perfectly with the arm coming out and grabbing Link. Like all of that's synced up perfectly with the music. Here, I don't know, like it feels too early. I always thought the sequence was so cool back when I first played it. Best character in the game. Well, that is going to stop for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and comment if you did. And stay tuned for the next episode in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. Good night, gamers.